All right, in the World Cup that continues to be one of the World Cup with a lot of surprises. One thing is also happening that we need to keep close tab on, and that is a certain Kylian Mbappe, who happens to be the captain of the French national team, Le Bleu. Kylian Mbappe is now the all-time top scorer of the French national team, and of course, he has scored 14 goals in the history of the World Cup in his third World Cup appearance. And of course, we need to take a look at how Kylian Mbappe has been proving his mettle, has been proving his worth in the history of the FIFA World Cup. His first appearance at the FIFA World Cup was in 2018 in Russia, and that was at a point in time when he was just 19, a teenager. And interestingly, he scored 4 goals in that World Cup. Took the French team to the finals and eventually won the tournament. That was the French second World Cup title in the history of the Mondial. And that was an excellent season after he moved from Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain. And that was the time when he was just 19 years. That was Kylian Mbappe. In the last World Cup in Qatar, he scored 8 goals after 7 games, from the French first game up till the last game in the final against the Celeste of Argentina, when he pulled off a hat-trick. And that was an incredible outfit that was achieved by Kylian Mbappe. Today, he has scored twice against Senegal. And the Senegalese team revenged the 2002 edition of the defeat that they suffered in the hands of the Teranga Lions when the Teranga Lions were making their debut in the history of the World Cup in 2002. We all gonna remember when Pape Bouba Diop scored the only goal in that game. And today, the French have avenged that defeat against the Teranga Lions of Senegal. And interestingly, Kylian Mbappe scored 2 of the French 3 goals. He scored the first goal and scored the third goal. It was a game of fine margins. In the first half, the Senegalese came close, especially during the first 50 minutes. They tried pushing, keeping the French at bay, letting the French team to have a lot of space. The midfield three of Idrissa Gana Gueye, the likes of Lamine Camara, and of course, you're going to talk of Idrissa Gana Gueye. They were making it quite difficult for the likes of Adrien Rabiot and Aurelien Tchouameni. But we saw flashes of brilliances from Michael Olise. But unfortunately for Ousmane Dembele, we didn't see much of his exploit within the game. And of course, Desiré Doué was quiet within the game. He was kind of quiet within the game. Didn't see much. And of course, incredible performances from Edouard Mendy in the first half when he made some incredible moves, and especially from the shots coming from the foot of Kylian Mbappe. And the game ended in goalless draw during the first half. So in the second half, wonderful move from Michael Olise. He had that first goal, that is Kylian Mbappe for the French national team. And of course, from that, Kylian Mbappe set up Bradley Bacola, who scored with just his first touch to make it 2-0 for the French national team. And interestingly, Ibrahim Mbaye, the French international who switched his nationality to join the Senegalese, had that late consolation. That was in the dying embers within the last time added on, after of which 8 minutes have been added to the 90 minutes that has already been played. And of course, Kylian Mbappe, without that, it just came at the blind side of everybody. By the time we just recognized, Kylian Mbappe has scored the 4th goal of the game, and of course the 3rd goal for the French national team. And what that means is Kylian Mbappe has now broken the record of Olivier Giroud, which was the 57 goals or the 57 goal mark that Olivier Giroud was having as the all-time top scorer of the French national team. It used to be Thierry Henry. Olivier Giroud came and set up a new record, which was 57 goals. And today, Kylian Mbappe equaled the record of Olivier Giroud and, of course, increased that tally to set him up as the new all-time top French scorer. And what it means is just 26, not even up to 27 or 28, getting to 29, 30. He's just 26, getting to 27. And Kylian Mbappe is now the French all-time top scorer in the national team. with 58 goals. And incredible, he is just now 2 goals from equaling the record of, the German player Miroslav Klose as the all-time top scorer in the history of the World Cup. Miroslav Klose have 16 goals. He has 16 goals in the history of the World Cup. And of course, Ronaldo of Brazil, Luis Nazario da Lima Ronaldo, also have 15 goals. And Gerd Müller, the late of Germany, also have 14 goals. Now, we've seen Kylian Mbappe tiring with Gerd Müller. He equaled the record of Gerd Müller today, and of course, increased his tally by becoming French all-time top scorer. So he's just 2 goals behind, just 2 goals from equaling the record of Miroslav Klose. So what it means is, if I clearly say that Kylian Mbappe is likely to become the new all-time top scorer in the World Cup, everyone is going to agree with me, because he's having flashes of brilliances within the World Cup. From his first attempt in 2018 at Russia, as a teenager, came again winning the tournament, came again in the finals in Qatar 2022, giving us a wonderful hat-trick in that final against Argentina. And of course, today, in the French first game against Senegal, Kylian Mbappe scored twice, 2 of the 3 goals alongside Bradley Barcola. And of course, he's now the French all-time top scorer. And of course, he's now having 14 goals in the history of the World Cup, equaling the record of Gerd Müller. So he's just too shy of Miroslav Klose. So I can clearly say that Kylian Mbappe is on his way to becoming the all-time top scorer in the history of the World Cup. This has been the podcast channel with our. Thank you.